The Beatles have not performed on a live stage since 1966 and have not produced any music together since the band's breakup. But we have some news for you guys about a new release relating to the Beatles that is really gonna make you happy. Peter Jackson's The Beatles Get Back documentary is featured on Disney Plus as a 3-episode series with a runtime of nearly 8 hours. Jackson took permission from the surviving band members and their families. He spent nearly 4 years compiling the footage, trying to capture an accurate portrayal of the Fab Four's musical process and dynamics as they prepare for their final live performance together. The film was premiered on November 2021 and was released on Blu-ray and DVD in February 2022. Another movie called The Midas Man, which revolves around the life of the manager of the rock band, Brian Epstein, is also coming out this year. The film is going to feature some of the famous faces from the industry and will cover the life events of Brian. We are going to find out more about The Beatles Get Back that got released recently and the upcoming Midas Man in this video. But before we start, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel below. Also, press the bell icon so you can get all the notifications of my uploads. Thank you. Get Back. So Peter was really nervous when he came up with the idea of the documentary. He has been a Beatles enthusiast for a long time, and he kept up with all the news and things related to the band. After the premature death of the band's manager, Brian Epstein, there was a lot of stuff going around. Conflicts regarding creative decisions, partners, and a need for control were some of the many things that ultimately led to John Lennon leaving the band in September of 1969. While these issues were going on with the band, the focus of Get Back is mainly on the good moments of the band. The film displays Paul McCartney's attempts to organize the band's musical process, Lennon's constant lateness, and the departure of George Harrison. But there is much more life and love shared among the members than what is often shown. A 100-minute version of the Get Back film was used for the US and UK premieres on November 18, 2021. Those events were attended by the Beatles family members. In London, it was Paul McCartney and his daughter Mary, George Harrison's son Danny, and Ringo's sons Zach and Jason. Ringo Starr did not attend because of COVID precautions. In LA, attending were Olivia Harrison, Paul's daughter Stella, and John's sons Julian and Sean. The band's family members were really happy and proud of the Beatles members. Julian, Lennon's son, said that the film made him love his father again in a way he can't fully describe. Paul McCartney said, "I am really happy that Peter has delved into our archives to make a film that shows the truth about the Beatles recording together. The friendship and love between us come over and reminds me of what a crazily beautiful time we had." The first episode of the film covers the details of the first week of the Beatles' musical preparations. There are numerous shots of the band formulating and presenting some of their famous works in seemingly no time at all. Some of these works include Let It Be, All Things Must Pass, Get Back, Golden Slumbers, and many more. Many iterations of their pieces are cycled through. The Fab Four make jokes and put them to music, play covers together, and laugh about the charades. Get Back beautifully frames the enduring friendship between the Beatles and details the context of their future split in a better light. While they did break up over differences and disputes regarding their creative visions and relationships, it was for the best. It led to great things for each person. Their failure to come together resulted in good things, and Jackson's work helps the audience see just that. Midas Man. Another Beatles film called Midas Man is coming this year. It is a British biographical film about the life of music entrepreneur Brian Epstein. Jacob Fortune Lloyd from The Queen's Gambit will be playing the legendary manager Brian Epstein. Along with him, there will be the Fab Four, Jonah Lees as John Lennon, Blake Richardson as Paul McCartney, Leo Harvey Elledge as George Harrison, and Campbell Wallace as Ringo Starr. Jay Leno will be playing Ed Sullivan, host of The Ed Sullivan Show. The film's story revolves around how Brian Epstein shot to fame at the age of 25 by discovering a series of artists, including the Beatles, Cilla Black, and Jerry and the Peacemakers before he died at 32. The 12-week shoot of the film began in Liverpool on the 11th of October 2021. Sarah Sugarman was hired as Ackerland's replacement weeks later, with no reshoots expected to take place and filming still scheduled to start again soon. The film revolves around a period of extraordinary cultural change and convulsion, from the lonely streets of wartime Liverpool to the psychedelic haze of Abbey Road. The film is based on the original story of a Jewish boy who struggled to find his place in the world and became a universally recognized creator of the blueprint for music artist management. Born into an established Jewish family in Liverpool and gay when homosexuality was illegal, his early life was peppered with expulsions from school, dismissal from the army, and failed attempts at acting. Against all odds, Brian Epstein discovered he had a golden talent for forecasting hit records. He discovered promising talents like the Beatles, which he found in a dark place called the Cavern. Midas Man will chart Brian Epstein's life through formative years to his unimaginable success as a manager, and the enduring chaos which came with handling the biggest music act the world has ever heard and seen. The film will be a true story of one of the world's most significant outsiders, the man the Beatles called one of us, Brian Epstein. Midas Touch has begun shooting in Liverpool, and there's no exact release date for the movie yet, in the UK or worldwide, but it's expected to land sometime in 2022. It is likely to have a cinema release first, before coming to a streaming service like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. In the movie, British actor Jacob Fortune-Lloyd has been transformed into the dapper style that Brian Epstein had during his life. According to the director, Jacob is the perfect choice for playing Brian because he can bring his character to life. Jacob has previously played Francesco Salvanti in the 2018 historical drama Medici and appeared as Towns in the hit Netflix drama series The Queen's Gambit in 2020. He's also starred in British dramas Endeavour, Midsummer Murders, and Wolf Hall. Jacob said, "It has been inspiring to learn about Brian's life and his achievements, and it is an enormous honor to represent him on screen. His style is a key ingredient of my understanding of his character. It reveals his flair, creativity, sensitivity, and good taste. And his fastidious elegance was also a kind of armor against a challenging, sometimes dangerous world." The other cast members for the film include Emily Watson as Malka, Epstein's mother. At the same time, Eddie Marsan plays his father, Harry, and Amari Douglas, who recently found fame in It's a Sin, is Epstein's friend Lonnie Trimble. There are some American actors among the cast too. Lucas Gage of Euphoria plays Epstein's lover, Tex Ellington, while Jay Leno guest stars as Ed Sullivan. He hosted the Beatles on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. The movie will start from the 60s when Brian first heard of the Beatles performing in the Cavern, and young Cilla Black, who was then called Priscilla White, who worked in the cloakroom and sang alongside the Beatles. The movie will show how Brian made the Beatles the worldwide pop phenomenon they became in the 1960s, having huge hits in the US and famous tours, plus appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show. It will also show Brian's personal struggles leading to his early death from a drug overdose in 1967. We will soon be able to watch the heartfelt film on the life of the Beatles loyalist, and I am sure we are going to love every part. The expected release is later this year, and I hope it comes on time. The Beatles did separate for good, but the memories and songs they left behind will always be loved and appreciated. You can also watch Peter's documentary and get in touch with the Beatles' memories. Peter was reluctant to pursue his idea for the film, but we are all glad that he did move forward with the idea. As a Beatle fan, you should definitely watch the film. Also, Midas Man is also on its way, and you will soon be able to watch it on your screens and find some new things about the life of Brian Epstein. This was all for today. Thank you for watching with me till the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share the video with your friends. I will see you guys in the next one.